just gonna sit crisscross applesauce, easy pose first. So cross your ankles.
Are we on the floor now?
You don't have to be on the floor, Barbara. If you want to be on the floor, you can be on the floor. I want to give you the option to be in a chair.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm holding on. I don't have my weights yet in my hand. I'm just gently touching my knees. I'm rolling my chin in, rounding off my back. I actually started with my core, with my belly button, pressing against my back, and then I rounded my back towards the floor behind me. Now I'm going to start with my belly button coming back to you and sitting up nice and tall. Roll back. I'm going to exhale as I roll back. Inhale as I sit up. I'm pushing my sit bones against this nice spongy square piece of equipment I have here. And up. Each time I'm getting taller. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And now I'm going to fall forward, gently dropping my fingertips to the floor. I'm keeping my back straight. I'm going to extend my arms in front of me a little more. And just a little bit more, extending those long back muscles. The erectus spinus and the multifidus. I'm going to walk back with my hands. Place my fingertips on my knees again, and I'm going to roll back and I'm going to hold it here. Forcing my abs to hold me in this spot. I'm going to roll back forward. And now I'm going to walk to my right knee, keeping my left sit bone on the mat. You should feel your left IT band and glutes getting a stretch. I'm going to walk a little more forward with my hands. Walk back with your hands. And then we're going to walk over to the opposite leg. Extend those arms a little more. Walk back towards your knee and come back to the center. Roll your chin to your chest, hold it. Feel your spine getting longer. Even though you have your chin to your chest, you're flexing your neck, your spine is getting longer. You're increasing the space in between the vertebrae. Send your breaths to that area. Enriching those vertebrae with new oxygen, new energy. And breathe. I'm going to roll my chin from side to side along my clavicle. I can't go very far yet, but I will after 10 of them.
Dave, there's berries in the refrigerator.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to hold it to my left shoulder. And I'm going to drop my chin a little lower. I'm going to take the opposite arm, take it behind my back, and open up that chest. press the back of your hand against the lower back. So I'm still nice and tall. Replace the hand that you were using. Reach for your head and lower the air to your shoulder. Wow. That's a good stretch. Remain tall. Not just remain tall, but try to get even taller all the time. Release the hand, roll the head to the opposite side. It should be your right, my left. Take the opposite hand, the top of the hand, the fingers, and place it on the back, the gate of life in the center of your back, at the sacrum. Press against it and open up that chest. I'm going to release my right hand, which is your left, and with my left, which will be your right, lower your ear to your shoulder. And we're going to come back to the center. And I'm going to grab my weights. I only have 2 pounds. That's all I need today. It's going to be very repetitive and it might get a little difficult. If it does, just put them down and work without them like we did the other day. Let me just get this out of the way. And we're going to lift our arms just up to our shoulders and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now from my shoulders, I'm going to take it up, but not all the way to the center, just to 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I had to think there, and back to 3, 9. Up, down, up, down, up, down. If you're uncomfortable, sit in a chair. Well, you certainly can feel this, even though it's just 2 pounds. And it's because we're sitting and not using all the other muscles to help us. You can sit on your ball too if you want.
Yeah.
All the way down and all the way up to 2 o'clock and 11 o'clock. All the way down, 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Down, down, down. Amazing how we can feel this. One last time. And lower. I'm going to place him in front of me. And I'm going to lift my arm up, down, up, down, up. Let's switch it out. 1, 2, and 10. And now I'm gonna sit up tall. My arms are shoulder height. I'm doing little flutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we feel this? 8, 9. Palm to palm connection and keep fluttering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them together and open wide. If it gets too hard, just drop the weights, please. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Boom! Okay, so I'm going to bring my legs in front of me. If you're on the ball, just bring your legs closer together. If you're on the chair, just make sure that your legs are hip distance apart. And my knees are bent. I don't have them in too close to me. I would call it like a 45-degree here. I'm going to bring my arms towards my ankles and I'm pulling, doing my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 10 more. Because it's only 2 pounds in each hand, so that's 4, 8, 9, and 10. Now from here, I'm going to place 2 in one hand. I'm going to place a hand behind my head. And I'm going to roll back. Feel those abs working. And then to come up and lift my arm up. Lower the arm. Roll back. Come forward. Lift. And lower. You can do it with one weight. You don't have to have both of them. That's 4. I'm rolling back using that core. 5. We're just going to do 10. Then we'll do 10 to the other side. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Let's switch it over to the other hand. I'm going to support my head, the opposite arm. I'm going to roll back. Come back up. Roll back. Come back up. That was 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. So now I'm going to say easy pose again. And I have my weights at my shoulder. I'm going to start with just my right hand, your left. Up, down, up, down, up, up, up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, I'll never get the right and left. It's just a defect in my brain. You girls know me already. Let's switch. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up. Both arms together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's just stretch forward for a sec. We're going to do a tricep exercise, and then we're going to get down on the mat. I will show you how. Well, Barbie, you stay in the chair in the meantime. We're going to lift the arm up, down, up, down. Our classic elbow extension for triceps. 6, 7. Keep that wrist straight. Try not to flex it or move it, because then you're not working totally with your triceps. We want to make this as efficient as possible. Let's switch it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and get the elbows close to your ear as possible. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I'm going to hold them both and take them down behind my head and up. Barb, you can take it in front of you. Barbara, look at me. It's at your chest and you straighten it out. Okay, you'll feel your triceps. Both of them together. Now I'm going to do the same action, but separate my hands. Okay, now I'm going to show you the two options. I am going to be on my knee, just because I want to make it a little harder. And I'm going to show you how to do it if you have the chair. I'm going to have one knee on my beautiful spongy here. It's called Aero Mat. You can get this on Amazon. I've had it for a long time. I use it for everything. Okay. It's even just standing on it to do balance work. It's soft and mushy. Yeah, handy. Oh. Minda, did I see you have one of those?
Yeah, I have one of them. They're great.
Yeah, oh good. Okay, I'm going to take one leg in front, one leg in back. I'm going to go back so my head isn't chopped off. Now, Barbara, you're going to do it on the chair. You're going to hold on to the chair and have one foot up on the chair. Okay? And then you'll do the same thing that we're doing with our arms. I just want to work a little harder with my core and with my balance. I know this is difficult to be down on the floor like this. Okay. Now I'm going to work with the 4-pounders. Okay? So the leg that is bent on my mushy Aero Mat here is the arm I'm working with. Okay? And I'm nice and tall with my core. I'm taking the arm parallel to my knee, and I'm going to take it back. But I'm not swinging it. I'm in control. This really forces me to work a little harder with my balance. 6, 7. Barbara, you can put your leg on the chair. Did you see me do it?
Yeah, I just want to hold on to something.
Oh, okay. Then just do it standing up or sitting down. Just do the same action sitting down or standing. Doesn't matter. Whatever's more comfortable for you. I'm not swinging it. Now I'm just going to take one of them, or you can take both of them, but I'm just taking one. I'm bending forward slightly, My forearm is on my thigh here, not on my knee, on my thigh. I'm gonna lift it up, back to my side. Up, side, up, side, up. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're working a lot on our back muscles, those long, beautiful muscles, also those that surround our spine. And now I'm going to stand up tall, and you can either have 1 or 2 in your arm, in your hands, and you're going to lift up and circle back, up, circle back, up, 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 up. Let's go the opposite direction now. Oh, yes. Much harder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to put them down for a second before we move over to the other knee. And I'm going to come forward and back. So if you're sitting in a chair, please stand up, hold onto the back of your chair, and just take your weight forward and back like this. Just go forward and back, stretching the quads a bit, and the hip flexors. I'm starting from my center, working forward. Going back, starting from my center as well. Now hold it forward. Oh yes, feel that opposite leg stretching in the hip flexor. And now we're gonna go backwards, and I'm gonna flex my ankle, toes to the ceiling, drop my hands down, bring my chest to my thigh. Ay, 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 ay. For the tightest muscle in our bodies, the hamstrings, the dear hamstrings that need a lot of affection. I'm going to try and go back a little further with my tushy to my left heel or right heel, whichever leg you're on. Come back to the center, place your hands on your thigh, slowly come up. Always try to prevent putting the weight on your knee, always on the thigh. So I'm going to switch out my legs. The opposite, the one I just stretched is on my aero mat. And I have the weights in the arm of the bent knee on the mat. I'm taking it back, center, back, center, back, center. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 more. This isn't a hard exercise, especially with the little weight we have, only 4 pounds. Now I'm just going to take one weight and bring my arm forward, and I'm lifting it up, down to my ear, and back down like I'm slicing the air with my arm. abs in tightly. I have my suction cups on my foot that's resting on the mat. We're going to do it one more time, then we're going to sit up tall. I'm going to take both of them, you don't have to, and we're going to circle. I'm opening up my chest. Doesn't matter what direction you're going in now, so we're going to switch it. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. That's it. Let's go the other way. Up. If you're going backwards now with me, you can feel that's the harder one. Please remain tall. Keep that head up nice and tall. And I'm going to drop the weights. And I'm going to go forward and back. That feels great. $11, $12, $13, $14. We're going to hold it so that my hip flex will get a good stretch. I'm nice and tall with my head. My abs are in tight. Maybe we'll go a little further now towards you all. Come back. Flex your ankle, toes up to the sky. And we're going to go down and stretch that hamstring. I hope this side is easier than the other one. And if it isn't, then be kind and patient. And do little rocks going forward and back to release it. So if it's too tight, you're easing up on it. Never go into a stretch that is too much for you. Just a few more. Let's hold it just a little more. I can go back a little further with my tushy to my heel. Okay, now I have both knees on the mat. Or just sit on your chair, or just sit on your ball. Whatever you want, or just stand up. I'm going to go back a little more so my head won't be chopped off. Okay, so always rearranging here. Reach and lower. Now when you reach, you're going to turn your palm up approximately at your shoulder height and then bend and reach for the arm. Now I'm going to turn the palm down towards me, towards my thigh. Come up, turn the palm up. This way we are lubricating our shoulders. Up, turn. Turn that palm down. Up, turn. Turn that palm down. Up, turn. Turn that palm down. I can feel that I'm stretching more because now the opposite arm is going lower. Up, turn. Turn around. Up, turn. Turn around. Up, turn. Now we're going to do it the other arm. Up. Turn that palm up to the sky and reach. Turn the palm back up to the sky and lower. Up. Turn. Turn and down. Up. Turn. Turn and down. Up. Turn. You can take it in front of you if you have a problem. Just bring it up, twist, center, down. Up, twist, center, down. Up, bend, center, down. Up, bend, center, down. Up. One last time. And center and down. We're going to lie on our tummies. And have the weights available. Or you can do it standing up. But by laying down on the mat, it's going to be very intense, this exercise. I know some have to leave earlier, so let's get this portion over with to make sure that you did it. So I have my forehead on the mat, or you know what? I think I'm going to put it on my hero mat. Okay, I'm holding on to my weights here in front of me. And my legs, I'm going to lift them both up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up. Just the lower part of your body. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. A few more. Up and lower. 2 more. One last time. Hold it up. Toes are pointed. And lower. From here, I'm going to lift one arm up and lower. Up and lower. Just 10 times. Actually, I'm going to take this out because it is preventing me from getting more of a lift. My head is on the mat. I'm sure you can feel those back muscles working. You don't have to do it with a weight in your hand. If you do it without the weight, you're also feeling it. I promise you. Up, down. Let's switch out the arm. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. Now I'm going to keep my hands on top of the weights, but I'm not lifting them. They're just on top of the weights. I realize you can't really see me that well, can you girls? My arms are on top of the weight, and I'm pressing against them, but then I'm going to release them, lifting my upper body and lower body, Superwoman, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I know you can't see my legs behind me, but I'm lifting them with my arms. Few more. You can feel how every muscle in your back is working, but we're going to give it a good stretch. We're going to do one more. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds in the air. We're flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower it. We're going to get back on our knees, on our mat, and we're going to do a nice child pose. Our posterior muscles worked very hard. So we're gonna stretch them out fairly well. I'm gonna bring my arms in front of me, ahead of me. And I'm gonna come forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. If you don't have time to do any exercise before you go play golf, just do this one. Do 20 of these or 30, and you are warmed up as much as you can be in that short time. But like I say, you're running to tee off and you don't have time to do all the exercises we're supposed to do before we play golf. This is a good one for you. So reach back again into that child pose. I'm going to walk my arms to one side, keeping my knees in the center. Walk back to the other side. Come back up on your knees. Interlace your fingers. Reach up. Pretend I'm up there pulling your arms gently with love. Getting longer and taller. Let's drop those arms down. Now I'm going to turn in the opposite direction with my palms. My palms are now up towards the ceiling. I'm going to drop my arms back down. I'm going to stretch my shoulder. That worked very hard this morning. Now you can always redo this class and take heavier weights. Let's do the other arm, the other shoulder. Oh yeah, that feels great on the trapezius and the neck area, shoulder, neck. I'm going to take the same arm behind my head and stretch my triceps. And I'm going to switch it out with the other arm. Do my triceps. I'm going to take my arms behind me, interlace them, and I'm going to lift them up. I'm going to bend forward. Try and get my arms as high as I can. If you have shoulder issues, you just go as high as you can. Don't overdo it. Going to drop my arms down to the side. Roll onto my toes. I'm going to move my arrow mat so you can see my position. I'm going to roll forward and back a little bit. Giving the bottom of my feet a nice stretch. And my ankles, my calves. Now I'm going to plant my heels down on the floor and hang down like a rag doll. we're going to roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. If you need support, hold on to your shins, hold on to your thighs. Pull those abs in tightly. Let's take a few deep breaths. Bring our hands, prayer hands through the center. Inhale. Hands in through the center. Inhale. And I'm going to place my hands on my heart. My shoulders are relaxed. I can feel how I'm taller, standing stronger. My breathing is at a calm pace. My muscles in my face are soft. My core is strong, holding me up nice and tall. It's going to get me through the day. I have to remember to constantly be connected and conscious of my core, being held in nice and tightly. Whatever you're doing, especially when you're out on the golf course, every time you go to swing, pull those abs in tightly. Your hips are balanced, parallel one to the other. Your feet are rooted to the earth, and you're standing very comfortably in your body, in your spirit. And I am going to wish you a very good day.